What's up guys, it's your boy Texas Gaming here and welcome to the first ever Roblox movie on the channel. A few things before we begin. This movie takes place in the Roblox game of Twisted in the state of Keysota, which is where Twisted Fate takes place for those who are unaware. It is mainly about storm chasing and the risks of storm chasing. The film is approximately 15 minutes long. If you do enjoy the movie, please be sure to like and subscribe. And without any further ado, Keysota amidst nature's fury. It's getting close! Get ready! Brace for impact! Drop it down! Drop it down! It begins like any other day. The rooster crows, the sun crests the horizon, and almost instantaneously, the speed aloft soars. Within a few hours, we'll have a storm. Not just any old storm, we'll have a supercell. As storms begin to fire off and form, storm chasers get their final preparations and check stuff before going to their target areas. Today has the chance to bear monster tornadoes. You can feel in the air. You just can. Before we can do anything acceptable, we need to test our deployment. We specially designed a vehicle that is designed with flaps and spikes that allow it to withstand winds up to 220 miles per hour. When our vehicle is fully deployed, our airbags will drop us down and our flaps will come down and make us flush with the ground, preventing the tornado from getting any air underneath us. Our spikes make us as rigid as a rock, making us as stable as can be in the midst winds of a violent tornado. The process of a deployment can be very stressful, but time and time again, the deployment is flawless every single time, and it is a flawless procedure time and time again. It truly shows that experience goes a long way in storm chasing. Now that we are positioned for the final checks and preparations done, we finally can get an opportunity to get a mental preparedness ready before we go to chasing. As we watch for rotation to begin, we just sit and wait. When you chase for longest, sometimes you forget a tornado is bearing down on you. And sometimes you just sit there and just watch the tornado form in all of its beauty. You're like, wow, if only these things didn't hurt, didn't kill, maybe we could enjoy them more. I, as a storm chaser, am able to do that. Like, look at this tornado. Nice, healthy, just touched down. Let's go chase it. Alright, keep it steady. Whoa, why are we losing visual of the TIV? Whoa, alright, there we go. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Now we can see the TIV. Whoa, that debris flying by. Whoa, okay. Oh no, the TIV. Oh no, I think something bad happened to TIV. I think we may have lost them. Oh no. Ooh, the TIV. They're still here. Looks like they're survived. Wow. That tornado looks violent. So it looks like we got a decent tornado on the ground. Actually, somewhat heading towards Hazleton. Hazleton already has gotten hit. So the sirens, people hopefully have already heading down into their storm shelter, into their basements, wherever they're going to ride out this tornado. But it looks like it might miss central Hazleton, just maybe. Might hit the northern parts of Hazleton, maybe Hazleton Lakes. And it's also going to possibly hit the hill of Hazleton. Thing is, the hill also could potentially end up killing the tornado. Now that we're in position, let's go ahead and deploy. And everything in order. Looks like everything. Looks like we've intercepted the tornado. Doesn't appear to be too strong. Maybe max 100. Maybe. Oh, looks like we're starting to get out of it. Wow, look at it lift. Incredible. Well, now that the TIV is deploying, let's go ahead and get in position for another tornado. Look at this beautiful tornado. A nice defined wedge churning through the landscape, actually getting closer. We may need to move. This tornado is giving me Reno vibes. It has subverts. We're getting very close to it. I kind of don't want to get any closer to it. Now this is better. We're still getting the wind field of it. However, we're far enough away from it where we're not going to get directly affected by the tornado. So this is much more to my liking. I can do this much, much better. I do know this tornado did actually hit a city. It actually hit two. Clipped one, directly hit another. And let's take a look at it. We got some major damage here. Looks like a few slabbed homes. Looks like a few other people are going to have to, somebody else has got to do search and rescue as soon as possible. We're already starting to get a little close for comfort. But I do believe there's another storm further south, so let's go ahead and switch to that one. Alright. Perfect. Here we are. Now we got our camera up in the air. Look at that. It was absolutely incredible. Just absolutely incredible. You can see the tornado as it's drawing closer. Even though we're in the rain, you can see as it's getting closer. It's just, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's amazing on what we can achieve. Now that we're down here next to the tornado, we can really get a sense of the strength and the power, even though we can't hear it because for some reason you can still get a sense of with the shake and everything, just the sheer power of it. And maybe, and also with the probes next to our side, it also will be able to give us a representation of the wind speed that we're getting. That way we can safely stay fully deployed and not really have to worry about anything. But we have another successful intercept. The raw power of nature is what this is. This is the raw power of nature. Our camera, this tornado's suction is so strong. We were trying to get the camera to get back to where it was over the vehicle, close to the vehicle, and we couldn't. This is simply the raw power of nature. Nature at its most furious. Just amidst nature's fury. And all you can do is just sit. And just sit. There'll be times where you can't intercept, as the tornado is too strong. It is too dangerous to attempt an intercept. So it forces you to have to sit back and just let it run its course. Essentially, you just have to wait and warn. And just hope people are in their safe place. Hope they're underground. Hope they're in a safe spot where they can ride out the tornado. Because when nature is mad, when she's at her most intense, there is no escaping it. Sometimes there is loss of life. And you can't escape that. Sometimes there will be loss of life. All you can do is look forward to the next day and hope that the warning can get out early enough. And maybe people are paying attention to their alerts. Paying attention to the weather, staying weather aware. Deep down, you wish that it doesn't have to be this way. All you can do is wish. As the tornado goes off in the distance, can't really see it anymore. You can just barely tell. With the tornado being so violent, we decide we can't intercept this. At a certain point, you just have to say, we give up. Or not really give up, but we're done. That's it. You have to throw in the towel and just let her do her thing. I hope you enjoyed this movie. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. Remember, keep chasing.